What's going on, friends? I hope you're all doing really well. I'm having a pretty good day. Hoping the same for you. Trying to think what I want to share about today, aside from the topic I'm excited to talk about, which is Kegels, something we should be thinking about, like pelvic floor stuff. So, you know how I like to cover a wide, broad range of topics, many having to do with self care, overall health, well-being, and ultimately relationships, right? Our relationship with ourselves and our relationships with others. But definitely pelvic floor is something that comes into play definitely as we age, and something I really want folks to be thinking about and incorporating into their health and maintenance regimen. So before I jump into that, I want to say that I just shot Howard Stern again this last week and twice, and I'll be on again in a few weeks. And it's just such a joy to be a part of something so big and something so fun with a crew that is just like his staff, and just everybody there is so interesting and funny. And it's such an honor to be welcomed back for another round. And to participate in something new and different that is challenging for me because it's different. But also, I get to engage with all these creative, smart, amazing people. And Howard and Robin are just so brilliantly talented in the way that they run the show. They make me just look amazing. So I'm grateful for that. And if you've got XM Radio, or you're interested in hearing the episodes where I'm on there, they're fantastic, I have to say. They're really fun. And I bring in an element of psychology and human behavior that I think many people are curious about, like the psychopath inventory kind of thing, like how psychopathic one may be on Howard's team, most psychotic. I mean, he throws around, it's really psychopathic, but really fun. And the actual results from that evaluation that I did is just really absolutely hysterically funny. So definitely listen to that episode. And then the new one, I don't really want to spoil it and say too much about it because we haven't actually released it, but definitely check XM Radio out. And if you want to have a good laugh, and it's a 3-hour show, I think. So there's a lot that happens on that show. So I want to encourage you to go listen. And also, thank you all for being here with me for another episode. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. It means a lot to me. Lets me know that I am actually delivering information that is helpful, valuable to folks, and they want more of it. So it just helps me to keep doing more of what I do genuinely, and like in every day, I just feel so lucky and drawn to be doing this work, and so lucky to be able to do it and support so many people in a multitude of ways. So, and thanks for those who already have subscribed. Thrilled that you're here with me yet another week. So let's do this. Let's jump into today's topic. So strengthening your pelvic floor, the ultimate guide to Kegel exercises for better sex and health. Many of us spend the early part of the new year recommitting to a fitness routine, hitting the gym or the Pilates reformer to make sure our body is healthy and fit. But many of us aren't devoting this attention to a key set of muscles that make up a big part of our overall health picture: our pelvic floor muscles. These muscles play a major role in our sex lives, as well as our continued well-being as we age. If we aren't doing regular Kegel exercises, you may be neglecting your pelvic floor. And here's how to get your Kegel exercise routine down and strengthen your pelvic floor. It will actually increase sensation and satisfaction in sex. And who doesn't want that, right? Like, let's all be working towards increasing sensation and satisfaction sexually. What are Kegels? Kegel exercises are designed to strengthen your pelvic floor, the set of muscles and connective tissue that hold important organs in place and also support key bodily functions like sex, childbirth, urinating, and bowel movements. Your pelvic floor muscles are also involved in actions that involve your core and torso, like coughing or lifting heavy things. Because your pelvic floor muscles are inside your body, you can't exercise them exactly the same way you would your biceps. Instead, Kegels work by learning how to intentionally contract these muscles internally. So why do Kegels? There are some immediate benefits to doing Kegels regularly. First, many people feel it makes their sex life better. Many say they have more intense orgasms thanks to regular Kegels. Hell yeah, to that. People with vaginas and people with penises may both feel that Kegels help their sexual performance with partners as well. For people who are going to give childbirth, having done Kegels can make delivery easier and more efficient. And that definitely, who doesn't want that, right? Gosh, to make it childbirth more easy or easier, incredible. For people who have given birth, including people who have had a C-section, Kegels can help mitigate incontinence and leaking urine during recovery. Kegels also help with a huge range of long-term issues that we may think nothing of if we're currently young and able-bodied, because for most of us, their bodily functions at work as intended without any active effort from us at all. As we age, however, and encounter illness and disability, Kegels help safeguard us against incontinence, issues with leaking urine, and even prolapse. How to do Kegels. How do we do this? Step by step, I'm going to share. In the simplest terms, Kegel exercises involve clenching or contracting the muscles of your pelvic floor. This can be tricky if you aren't familiar with those muscles and how they feel. One way to make sure you're targeting the right muscles is to practice stopping and starting the flow of urine while you're going to the bathroom. This is true for both people with vulvas and people with penises. This actually reminds me of when I started working out as a teen. And I remember them saying, can you feel your abs as you do a crunch? Feel those abs? And I'm thinking, I don't feel anything, because I had no idea what ab muscles feel like. And I probably had minimal muscle in my abs. So it's a similar kind of thing where you got to practice in order to actually recognize what you're supposed to be noticing, kind of thing. Don't do this habitually or make this the primary way you regularly do Kegels. Stopping and starting while urinating can put you at risk for urinary tract problems. Instead, use this as a way to make sure you're targeting the right muscle group. You'll know you're doing it right when it feels like your inner muscles are drawing up into your body without your thighs, glutes, or ab muscles tensing at all. Once you know you're using your pelvic floor muscles, practice contracting them for 3 to 5 seconds at a time, and then releasing for 3 to 5 seconds. Once you can hold comfortably for this long, repeat holding for 3 to 5 seconds at a time, and then relaxing for a few seconds, 10 times in a row. This is one set of Kegels. Try doing one set of 10 Kegels 3 different times a day, spaced out throughout the day. If this feels too easy, you can try increasing the length of time you contract your muscles for up to 10 seconds at a time. Don't increase the number of Kegels you do. Overuse can strain your pelvic floor muscles. Kegel variations for different bodies. Everyone has a pelvic floor, regardless of gender or genitalia, and can benefit from strengthening it. The basic motion and the set of muscles you're targeting are the same no matter what. But the best way to make sure you're doing the exercises right may be a little different depending on your body. If you have a vagina, you can gently insert one finger and try a Kegel to see whether you can physically feel your vagina tightening around your finger. If you don't have a vulva, you can gently insert one finger in your anus and feel for the same thing. If you have a penis, doing Kegels correctly will make your testicles rise or lift up slightly. If you have a vulva, you can imagine drawing a pretend marble up into your body with your pelvic floor muscles. It may also feel like opening up to your vagina is tightening or drawing closed. Common mistakes to avoid when doing Kegels. When doing Kegels correctly, only your pelvic floor muscles should be involved. Make sure you aren't also contracting your thighs, glutes, or stomach. Breathe deeply and normally as you practice your Kegels, rather than unintentionally holding your breath. Once you know the right muscle group to target, don't try practicing your Kegels while peeing. Incorporating Kegels into your daily life. Much like flossing or filing quarterly taxes, it can be hard to remember to keep up with Kegels in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. I mean, there are so many things that we're trying to attend to when we think about self-care and overall well-being. The good news is they're easy to do anytime, anywhere, without any special equipment. Try habit stacking your Kegels to other parts of your routine that happens every day at the same time. For instance, while you brush your teeth in the morning or drive your commute home. That's what I got for y'all today. I hope it's helpful, and I will see y'all next week. Take really good care. Kisses, hugs, and I'll see you soon.